Assalamualaikum. My name is Anis Adiba binti Anwar Al-Sadat. My matrix number is DN200008. Me and my group's member gonna talk about the failure project in the construction industry. I'm gonna talk about the first issue is Rana Plaza at Savva Upazila of Dhaka district, Bangladesh. The Dhaka garment factory collapse was a structural failure that occurred on 24 April 2013 in the Savva Upazila of Dhaka district, Bangladesh. 8-story commercial building called Rana Plaza collapsed. The search of the dead ended on 30 May 2030 with a death toll of 1,134. Approximately 2,500 injured with were secure from the building alive. It is considered a deadly non-deliberate structural failure accident in modern human history and the deadly garment factory disaster in history. The problem statement, the collapse of the building was preceded by a number of management failures, leading to early warning signs being ignored. It was reported that the industry police first requested the evacuation of the building until an inspection has been conducted. It was also reported that Abdul Razak Khan, an engineer, declared the building unsafe and requested building authorities to conduct more thorough inspection. He was arrested for helping the owner illegal at 3 floor. It's also reported that Kabir Hossain Sanda, the Upazila Nibahi officer who visited the site, met with Sohar Rana and declared the building safe. Sohar Rana said to the media the building was safe and the workers should return to work the next day. One manager of the factory in the Rana Plaza reported that Sohar Rana told them the building was safe. Manager then requested the worker to back to work. Manager added tax threat to withhold a month pay from worker who refused to come to work. As a result, worker also returned to the factory the next day and the buildings collapsed. Lastly from me is discussion. Company failure not only disrupt the industry badly but can also cause significant ripple effect in the economy. Construction companies are prone to bankruptcy due to the fragmented nature of the industry and high competition. It is important of management to identify any problems and failure that may occur during the construction project or after the construction project is complete at the early stage. All possibility must be taken into the destruction and loss do not occur. What is more worrying is the loss of life due to the faults of irresponsible and selfish human. Management needs to provide the best implementation as well as we know the material as well know qualified officer to provide a complete synthesis of construction and in accordance with national acts and law before starting the construction. We also need study about the common cause of the construction company failure. Using the result of the purpose study, it's hoped that construction companies will be better able to prevent failure and it should be relevant to the current needs of the construction industry and important to society.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Tizan Atika bin Zahirman and I will explain about the collapse in Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Taman Konat Ceras Selangor. So on 16 January 2010, the roof of the new building of Sekolah Menengah Taman Konat Ceras, which is under construction, collapsed when the tile roof installation work was done. So the incident happened about 4 p.m. and the main cause of this incident happened is because the construction worker placing a pile of tile roof in one area only. This happened due to the load being too heavy, so the support truss at the front of the building could not support and it collapsed. However, it did not involve any injuries, but only 3 workers suffered minor injuries. Actually, the collapse of the roof was not due to the construction of steel support trusses not strong or not according to the specification, but it was due to the negligence of inexperienced worker. The problem statement of this incident is firstly, no monitoring by superior after construction work is done in a day. Next, the negligence of inexperienced workers. And third, the construction workers act to collect the tiled roof in one area only, causing the load to be heavy and collapse. Okay, solution to a problem is the superior needs to monitor the general work environment at the end of the day of work every day. Second, contractor needs to ensure safety aspect and rules when working compiled by the employees. Third, contractor must comply with work procedures guide by the National Institute of Occupational Safety and Health, which is NIOSH, regulation on the level of the safety in the workplace. Last but not least is choose a manpower with a good quality. For the discussion, based on this incident, we cannot blame 100% to the workers. So if you see due to the one of the solution, the employer also needs to be responsible, put an effort to always monitor work environment in the end of the day every day, so that the employers can rebuke the mistake made from the workers. Actually, both employers and employee needs to be responsible and put 100% focus towards their work, because this construction building, we need to prevent the incident from happening again, because with one mistake it will involve too many people's life in the present and in the future.
The Glomex Centro Selangor. The Glomex Centro project began development on February 19, 2012 with a targeted completion date of June 31, 2016. However, the project faced problems and was completed on June 31, 2017. Building material delays are caused by a range of reasons, including suppliers, location, transportation, and logistics. The arrival of building materials is 1 to 15 days delayed. There are two problem statements. Number one is on a regular basis, materials arrive late at the building site. And number two is the method of settling that the contractor will apply on the construction site. And the solution to the problem is, firstly, suppliers must ensure that the factory supplies of building materials is always up to date. Secondly, the provider must inspect each delivery to prevent delivery erroneously. Thirdly, suppliers must assess if the materials obtained from production meet the client's requirements. And the last, determine the scheduling of construction materials on the construction site. So, material management is a technique for lowering the cost and flow of building materials to and from the construction site. The top management of a corporation must be design a policy for regulating materials on the construction site. There are no predetermined rules or processes required, but the basic notion must be provided with explicit parameters. This parameter is also a system obtained by the company in order to meet the material management goals on the construction site.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, let me proceed to another issue about the 5-story low-cost flats Bandar Alam Perdana Selangor, or the mixed home development, where the project is delayed because of developer have a financial difficult. Okay, so let me proceed to the introduction. The mixed home development project at Ijok near Kuala Selangor start in 2000 and is expected to be finished in 2002. After developer Vega Builders Sendian Berhad ran into financial difficulties at the start of the year 2001. The construction of 1,319 terrace house and 2,505-story low-cost flat came to a standstill. Terrace houses were 60 to 80% constructed before the project was abandoned, while low-cost flats were 20 to 60% complete. In early 2006, the landowner LBC and Development Sdn Bhd, a subsidiary of Prime Utilities Berhad, rushed to finish the project within a year and a half, despite the issue experienced and continuing by the new developer. Next, for the problem statement. Okay, problem statement for this issue is the developer Vega Builders Sdn Bhd ran into financial difficulties. So the contractor's unstable financial background and lack of regular cash flow forecasting. Delay in paying contractors will subsequently jeopardize the contractor's cash flow. Delay in payment resulted in the slow progress on site, as many subcontractors and suppliers are subjected to financial difficulties. Hence, no materials is delivered to the site. So, for the solution to the problem is developer need to creating and adhering to a fixed payment schedule for invoicing operating expenses, material costs, etc. is essential for effective cash flow management. So, another solution is cash flow forecast can also identify cash shortage and surpluses. This help the business anticipate and manage its cash flow appropriately, holding extra money when business is slow. So let's proceed to discussion. To ensure the project's financial viability, management must be completely committed to the firm's performance, costs, and money. In order to ensure the most successful financial administration of the project, an eagle eye should be kept on all the actions and procedures used on the project. Every aspect of the project must be described in order for the authorities to conveniently monitor and oversee the project's finance. As the result, the design bid building technique is the most important delivery system, and the building phase has the most impact on the project's financial change. However, this all depends on the engineer, who may either save or obtain the project's money. So that's all for me. Thank you.